Hello and welcome to my first commentary gameplay video here. Today we are taking a look at the top 16 of the Wave 2 of the Championship 2024 in Japan. So we have essentially 4 or 5 games, like top 16, top 8, top 4 and the finals of 4 games in total in front of us. And since there's no English commentary provided, I will guide you through all the cards and also give you some explanaries about some new OP09 cards. So right here in the top 16 we got the blue Doflamingo leader, which is essentially I think the most hyped deck going into the OP08.5 meta, and also I think in OP09 it's still the best or one of the best contenders out there. It's blue Doflamingo up against Buggy from OP09. Let's take a look at the translation of the Buggy card. So the Buggy is a blue leader, 5000 power, and has the effect activate main. You may rest 5 of your dons and trash 1 card from your hand to play up to 1 cross skill type character from your hand. So that's mainly what he's able to play out. So he's able to cheat out characters. I'm really interesting in all the action we see here. So right here we got some new searchers. Maybe we can translate what he has in hand. So we have here the 1 cost card is a searcher. It's an on play look at 4 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 cross skilled type character card or card with a type including Baroque works other than Mr. 3, so himself, and the rest will be bottom decked. Then we also got a 5 cost 6000 power Kabachi here. If you have a Buggy or Mochi character, this character cannot be KO'd in battle. Usually I think it's used for a 2k effect in this deck. And then we got the Searcher event here, which is this here. Cross Guild. Main, you look at the 4 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 cross guild type card and add it to your hand. And the rest will be bottom decked. And Trigger is just use this card's effect for free. And then we have a 6 cost Dracul Mihawk here, which is this here. So it's a 6 cost 7000 power unit, no counter, it's a blocker, and on play you can draw 2 and trash 1 from your hand. So it's a really strong ability right there, right? Just seeing more cards, getting rid of 1, so really good card here. Let's continue with the video here and the match. I would assume he will keep this hand. I mean, with the Searcher he has some cherry pick options. I would also think that he mainly runs cross guild cards in his deck. On the Doffy side we see a Perona, the new Buggy from the starter deck. No Jimbei, but I think they also put their life down, so I think they all already are done with their mulligans from their side. So I think they will play with their hands they got here. Okay, so now the game starts. It's the first turn for Buggy, so he plays down his Searcher, looks at top 4, and he will grab probably the maybe the 6 cost Dracul again. He grabs the Dracul Mihawk, which we just saw, and passes over to the Doflamingo. Doflamingo will probably play the Perona, stack his top 5, and pass it over. So here we see a Jimbei, a Gecko, the Perfume, and the Trafalgar Law. So I think he will join to the Sengoku. The next turn then will play out the Jimbei with his leader ability and draw 1 card with the Rewild or the Perfume. And I think then the rest doesn't matter, because then he will probably play Sengoku to find his Jimbeis. Back to the Buggy turn, we are now at 3 down there. He could use like a Searcher event and another Searcher. He starts with his Searcher event, and taking a look, there are some Buggies, and he will probably get the promo Buggy. Let's pause right here and let me show you what the promo Buggy does. So the promo Buggy is a 7 cost 8000 power unit. This character cannot attack. And if your leader is Buggy, all cost 3 and 4 characters cannot attack. And on play, you can play up to 1 cost 6 or lower cross skill type character from your hand. So this means that you can just play out the Trafalgar, like the Dracul Mihawk, which you just saw here, together with this card. The thing is, with this deck, the main your main goal is to get a board with 4 characters in play, that when you're at 10 done, you can play the boss monster Buggy here. He is able to on play, you can bottom deck one of your opponent's characters, doesn't matter how many costs this have. And then if you don't have 5 characters with cost of 5 or more, you place this character at the bottom of your deck. So yeah, you just want to have 4 characters that are all 5 cost or higher, and then you can play this and he will stick on the board. That's what your main goal is with all the cheating cards, like, yeah, after Buggy side. But let's continue with the match. Probably he swings like a 6 with his Buggy leader and then plays like another searcher. I think that's the best thing he could do here, I would imagine. Yeah, or he can just go 7 at his face, it's also fine. Yeah, he just puts the 2 down, swings 7, Doflamingo takes it, and yeah, no reason here to counter out for Doflamingo. Doflamingo uses his effect, puts 2 dons here, plays out a Weevil, draws another card. He draws the Perfume, which we know from the Perona stacking, and for 1 he plays the Sengoku to look at the top 5, getting a 7 Wallet of the Sea card, so he probably take the Jinbei. No, he going for the Blackbeard, okay. I think I would rather go for the Jinbei here, but yeah, that's fine. He will probably have something in mind with the Blackbeard, the martially teach he just grabbed. Let me maybe pause real quick and show the martially teach translation for Doflamingo. So the martially teach is from the new Starter Deck 17. It's a 2-cost 3000 power unit. Activate main once per turn. You may place 1 card from your hand to the top of your deck. So this enables your leader effect. And then you can give up to 2 rested Don to your leader or one of your characters, which is pretty strong, right? You can just make sure your top deck is something your leader can use, and also put 2 Don to your leader, negating or like playing this card for free essentially. Yeah, I think I like it in the Doflamingo deck. But let's continue with the match. So the 7000 attack, yeah, he takes it, like the Buggy took this life. Now we're back on the Buggy side, he's at 5 Don. And I'm wondering if he maybe uses his leader effect here, right? So I think he will rest 5 Don. He will trash 1 card. He will trash a 2k. Then he will play out the yeah, what we just saw. He will, for 5 Don, he trashed a 2k. Then played out a promo Buggy. With the promo Buggy, he also got and play the Dracul Mihawk. Now he draws 2 and trashes 1. Essentially going back to the same hand size before, like he played 2 characters, but the -1 from his leader effect got, let's say, ironed out by the Mihawk, right? So yeah, I think a pretty good synergy right there. And also, I mean, you just played 13 Don of characters on the board, and the Buggy, I think, is really strong against all of the Doflamingo cards because they are 4 cost. And yeah, I mean, they just can't attack, right? Because this Buggy here just says they can attack. So there's just a leader swing available for Doflamingo. So I think a pretty good counter deck to Doflamingo right here with the Buggy. Okay, so he's decided to put 3 Don to the Sengoku and attacks with a 5 to their life. This got counted out with the blocker, Dracul. Then he plays the martially teach, uses the effect, put something on top of the deck to put the 2 rested Don under his leader, and probably will play out maybe a Jinbei, I would say. Yeah. Then uses his leader, swings 7 into his face, using the effect, and play the Boa. Ah, the Boa is also really good. He can stack his top 3 and also get a 1 rested Don additionally. The Jinbei is really nice here, right? Also the Trafalgar Law. And I think you can just... Oh, he will just bottom deck it, okay. Interesting. Now there's an 8k swing to his life from Buggy. Buggy decides to take this life. And now we are back at the Buggy. He is now at 7 Don. So he will swing with Searcher into the Sengoku. He will probably let this go. Yeah, important to mention, this Buggy can't attack. And I think he also don't want to swing with his Dracul Mihawk here, right? I think you just want to establish another, like, big body, I would say. I mean, in a perfect world, you play the same combination as last turn, right? You just play this Buggy into a Dracul Mihawk. This would set you perfectly up for the 10 cost Buggy in the following turn. Yeah, so what do we have here? There's also another, like a crocodile. I think I didn't show you that. Let me take a look. The new crocodile is a 7 cost 7000 power. It's also from OP09. On play, you can play up to 1 cross-skilled type character card or character with a type including Baroque works with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. So this would be also something, yeah, I think good to play this turn, but let's see. We see a 5k swing into the life of the Doffy. He will probably counter out with 1k Gecko. Then we see this debating between a, yeah, attacking with a 7k. Is this still deciding? Yeah. Then a 7k swing into the life of the Doflamingo. Doflamingo decides to take this. And then for 7, he will play the crocodile, which we just saw. And he brings out another crocodile, the 5 cost crocodile. Let me get the translation for this. Okay, so here is the translation of the crocodile he just played out with his other crocodile. It's a 5 cost 7000 power, no counter unit. And during your turn on play, if your leader's type includes cross-skilled or Baroque works, place up to one of your opponent's power 2000 or lower characters to the bottom of their owner's deck. Yeah, so that's what he has right here. And I would say right now the Buggy player is perfectly set up for their next turn on 10 Don. Okay, but they are at 7, so I think in 2 turns they can then play their Buggy, right? So I think as a priority for the Doflamingo, you should get rid of maybe one of their, like of this Dracul, right? If this Dracul is gone, he has to replace it next turn. But let's see what he's doing. I think this promo Buggy does really a tremendous job in shutting down all of the attackers from the Doflamingo side, right? Just that they are not able to attack at all is just so strong. Now we see a Jozu getting played. It's the OP08 one. I think Jozu says you can bounce one of your characters to your hand to bounce one of your opponent's characters, right? Yeah, so he bounces his Weevil to then put back the Crocodile to the hand. The Jozu, yeah, on play you may return one of your characters other than this one to your hand, and then you can return a character with a cost of 6 or less to the owner's hand. Yeah, so you are not able to play or bounce back the Buggy, right, because it's a 7 cost, and he decides to play back the Crocodile here. What is he doing now? He will use the martially teachability, stacks his deck, putting Rested Dawn under the Doflamingo, swings 8 probably into the face, using the leader effect, playing another Boa, also, yeah, rearranging the top 2 cards, and also getting an extra Dawn, but he decides to bottom deck, putting the extra Dawn on the leader, and then swings 9 into the face of the Buggy, and then passing it over to the Buggy. Hard word right there. So now we're at 9 Dawn for the Buggy side. The Buggy here can swing. He got a 7k swing, another 7k swing. Could establish something, but yeah. I think the Jozu is also something interesting in the Doffy side, because Jozu is a unit that is able to attack, right? Because the Buggy just shuts off 3 of 4 cost characters. So I think we see 2 Draculs here. The thing is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand, right? You have to be careful. If he drops down the Dracul, he goes to 10 cards, right? No, 9, 8. He will go to 9 again, right? He will play 1 card, draws 2, trash 1. But then the pudding on the other side will get a real big usage, I would say. And I think That's something that the Doffy player could do next turn. Yeah, just like dropping down the pudding and resetting the whole hand of Buggy, erasing 3, 4, 5 cards maybe. Yeah. Here we see a 7k swing with the crocodile into the face, and he will block out with the boa and trashing another 2k law from OP07. And probably the Buggy will use 2 Don to swing another 7, maybe go like 7, 7, 7, and then plays out the Dracul, I would imagine. Makes sense to me. Does he do 6k? Yeah. Here we see the 10 cost Buggy, but this is nothing we can play right now. He swing a 7 with his blocker Dracul to the face of the Doffy. He will take this hit. And now he got 9 Don left, so I think another 7. Yep, that's what we see right here. Another 7. He could also swing 9 and then using his leader effect to play out the Dracul, but he swings 7. The opponent asking again how many cards he has in hand. He confirming that he has 9 in hand, and now he takes the life. Because he knows exactly that he will play the pudding next turn. Okay, that's something I didn't get on my side. So he played the Jozu, bounce back his 1-cost Searcher to bounce back the opponent's Jozu, just avoiding a second attack from the Doffy, right? Because yeah, the Boa Hancock can attack due to the Bromo. Buggy right there. And now we are at 10 Don for the Doffy, right? So yeah, I would say you should play the pudding. Pudding is just you're getting so much value out of this card, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards here. This hurts. You just shuffled back 9 cards, getting 5, so you just killed 4 cards, right? Let's... yeah, just how strong is this card, right? Let's say he pays 1 Don for every card he could discard from the opponent's hand. I think this card would be really strong if there's something like printed. Yeah, so 4 cards less for Buggy. I think that was a good play, definitely, but yeah, I mean, it's just another card and play that can attack and can't do anything, right? So I think this Buggy here really doing a great job in shutting down the whole Doflamingo engine at all, right? Okay, so we got some 2Ks. Okay, we also got another, yeah, I think we got a pretty good 5 cards here, right? Some 2Ks. And also the ability to play the crocodile into the Dracul, right? Now let me take a look again. I think it's just a 5 cost or less, yeah. So you are not able to play, you can crocodile into Dracul Mihawk because he's a 6 cost, but yeah. So what do we have? Now he decides to put 2 under his Doflamingo leader. He still has, after his leader effect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Don active here. So now there's a 7k swing, he's usually using his leader effect. And there's a 3rd Boa, stacking his top deck, putting the Jozu on top. Yeah, I think as the Doflamingo player, you really want to play out the Jozu, just to be able to have an attacker in this matchup. Then there he will put the 8 Don under his leader, swing 8 into the face of the Buggy, and Buggy decides to counter out with 2 2Ks. So he is down to a 3k hand, a 3 cards hand. Then we see a 7k swing with the martially teed, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an 8k swing into the face of the Buggy. Okay, so now back to the Buggy turn. We are at 10 Don. I think he still have to draw his Don card here, right? I think he didn't draw his Don right here. Because last turn he played 6, 7, swung 7. I think last turn he was at 9, yeah. So he should have, yeah, get his 10th Don here. And he also draw into the Buggy, right? So there is the option that he plays the 10 cost Buggy, he got 4 other bodies that are 5 cost or more. He could then bottom deck, for example, maybe the, yeah, probably bottom deck a Boar. You kill his Martially Teach, because this is something he could swing with, which we just saw last turn. And then the rest you just go for life, right? But I don't know if the Buggy now is a good play, right? I mean, yeah, and I think he still haven't got his Don from the Don deck. I'm wondering when he will notice it. Okay, he decides maybe to put a Don under his Searcher and swing 3. I don't mind that at all, right? Yeah. Now he got his Don. Okay. I don't mind putting it on here, attacking the Martially Teach. Could force out maybe a free block with a Boa. Okay, he puts 1 Don here and swings 8 into the Martially Teach, right? Yeah, he just really wants to get rid of this. Yeah, I think there's no... You could block with a Boa, right? Block with a Boa, getting rid of a 2k and a 1k, but... oh no, let me take a look. I think the Weevils, they are not a counter at all, right? Okay, now it's getting interesting. So, Josu, 8k into the Martially Teach again. And I think there's no way you can protect this character, right? Yeah, now he just let it go, he just recognized it. So he just got 1 blocker available. Yeah, so now the Buggy player attaching 3 Don to the Buggy, swinging 8 into the Boa. Then he will 1, 2, 5, yeah. He will, oh, now that's interesting, right? He uses his leader effect. I didn't thought about that, right? He used his leader effect for 5 Don, trashed another card, and played his 10 cost Buggy over the Searcher to bottom deck the Boa. That's really strong play, right? And then passing it over to the Doffy side. He didn't attack with his Dracul Mihawk here, leaving a 7k blocker in the field. And I think that's really smart, because, yeah, I mean, we also saw that the Doflamingo player has the Perfume in hand, right? But I think there's no way he will survive the next turn with all the characters on board for Buggy. Yeah, I mean, if let's say Buggy would be at 1 or like 0 life and had a blocker, he could just Perfume and put all his Dons under the Doflamingo. So yeah, he will, using the Josu effect, he will bounce back the Dracul Mihawk, bouncing back the pudding to his side, and I think you just go with a 8k swing, maybe 9k swing to his face, right? Hoping that you survive the next turn. But I don't see a world where you survive this, right? You have 2k, 1k. Can't figure out if this is the law, right? I think it's a 2k as well. Was it a 1k? I don't know for sure. So yeah, I think for Doflamingo it looks really rough, right? You have like, let's say 4k counter in hand with a life. Yeah, he uses leader effect, plays down the Crocodile, and Buggy also counters out of this attack. And I think now it's just GG, right? He got a 12k swing, he got a 7k on board, he got 10 Don you can attach. So I think you just swing with your 12k first, and then you could just swing 7, 12 and put all of it Don under the Buggy. I think it doesn't matter how you attack, right? Yeah, he starts with his 12k, Doflamingo takes it. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in hand, but yeah, you just swing 7, baiting out 2 cards, maybe another 7, baiting out another 2 more, and then you're putting all of the rest under your leader, right? There is no way Doflamingo can get out of this attack. Another 7 from the Croc to Doflamingo leader. He getting rid of 3 1ks, and then he puts like all his Don under Buggy and swings with 15k to Doffy. And there we have it. Buggy wins his top 16 match against Doflamingo. and yeah, proceeds to the next round, to the top 8. And I think we just saw how strong yeah, this Buggy promo card is, right? I think this promo Buggy single-handedly destroyed Doflamingo. So yeah, this is really good card in addition for Buggy. So maybe is this the Doflamingo killer we all needed? Maybe. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned something. I for sure learned, yeah, a little bit more about the Buggy cards. So yeah, I will providing also commentary on the top 8, top 4 in the finals match. So if not already, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate your support, and see you on the next video, I would say. Have a good day and bye.